Hi, good evening, and good evening, and welcome to Follow That Biker. I'm just messing about at the moment. I'm trying to get the helmets and that done. I think I've said before, when the bike was down at the garage that I used to keep my cheapo helmet down there and my decent one at the flat. I'll show you them in a minute because I'm trying to clean the visors. I managed to get the visor off the cheapo helmet, and now I'm going to try and get it off the RI. Well, I'm going to do that in a few minutes, but I'm just doing one at a time because they've been sat so long under the bed. Yeah, under the bed. That I'm showing the fish tank so Linda knows it's okay and doing okay, and the fishes are fine and what have you. I cleaned it out the other day, actually. I was going to do a video just to show, but I thought, no, we want to see a fish tank being cleaned. So, give a story of what's happened anyway. I didn't say on today's video because that caught me by surprise on Old Blackpool Biker when I was just going to, where was I going? Iceland, weren't I? And I could see the queues and what have you on Topping. I'm like, what the hell's going on there? And you've probably seen that video by now. I tried to get it uploaded as quick as I can. Rabbit Biker. So yeah, I was amazed at that queue though, all the way down Topping Street, down Church Street and across where you can, where there's vehicle access to go through by St John's and what have you and into the town centre, and then onto Abingdon Street through, either way, if you know what I mean. And then the queue went over there, didn't it? And there was queuing by where the new conference centre is at the Winter Gardens. They're all down there. And then when I got into town, I have actually done another video this afternoon for Old Blackpool Biker, which is literally the promenade and what have you. And I've tried to get in. I'm walking past the big stage and everything this afternoon. I'm not going to put that on tonight. It's too late now. Well, I think it is anyway. Let me know what your thoughts are at this time of night. I'll show you what time it is. I'm just watching. I'll show you what I'm watching because I've been warm again, and I've just been watching on YouTube the heat wave of the summer of '76. Do you remember that?
A weekly wage, £72.
Weekly wage, £72.
Set you back 25p.
Oh, and a pint, 25p. Anyway, I'll get copyrighted on that if I show any more. So the time is, is that coming out? 8:45. It's 8:45 anyway. I'll show you the tower. These windows are terrible, aren't they? They just need sorting out, them windows. But that's the tower they're poking out. Is that coming out a bit better? Anyway, yeah, that's the tower anyway. Looks, if the windows were clear, I need to get them replaced. I've asked for them replaced and what have you, but we'll see what happens. You know what it's like. So anyway, yeah, getting on. I've done that video this afternoon, going by the stage and everything on Central Prom, and a bit of a walk along. I'll put that on Old Blackpool Biker probably tomorrow afternoon because I want to do an early morning one for Old Blackpool Biker. But getting back to the bike and what have you, I went down to it yesterday. There's a couple of helmets. I'll tell you about them in a second. So I went down to the bike yesterday, and I took with me, I'll show you 1 second. I took with me, not that one, I've had that on charge. That's the one you've seen me use before when I had all the problems with, when I had the Mondeo, do you remember, after lockdown, and it cost me 400 odd quid to have it fixed and what have you, and then it still weren't right, and there were gremlins in it. Let me know if you remember that. But what I have got, what Suey in her goodness also gave me for my birthday, let me just get this out of the bag, because I bring it back with me, because the bank's down at near Devonshire Square, near the number 3, is the Halo Bolt. But I couldn't get, for some reason, there's no power getting to the bike whatsoever. So I've had the Bolt on charge again today. Oh, sorry, yeah, have you seen what I've done to my selfie stick? There's a selfie stick, look. Is that coming out? But look what I've done to the tripod. Broke it already. That's not going to stand up, is it? Look. So yeah, that's been on charge all day. I'll just go by it. Sorry about clothes. I've done washing and what have you, and I've nowhere. Typical single bloke, innit? Yeah, so that one has been on charge all day. So I'm going to take that down to the bike after I do the early morning walk in the morning, obviously. So you know. So yeah, so what I've been doing is This is what you've heard me say before on Old Blackpool Biker, probably a year or more ago, or even when we were still in lockdown. Yeah, I do like Only Fools and Horses. I've got the whole set. My cheapy helmet, this one here, the MYX, I've just took the visor off. And that is, let me show you where the visor is. It's in a tea towel drying at the moment because I've put some soapy water on and what have you. It was so mucky. So there's the visor. A lot cleaner now, innit? It was just drying then. So I'll pop that back onto there in a few minutes when I finish this vid. Oh, do you like hot chocolate, by the way? That's what I'm drinking. So, yeah, so that's what I call my cheapy helmet. And then I've got the RI as well. But the RI, the colour doesn't really go with a bike. You know, the bike's yellow. I don't know. Let me know. Do you think the RI would go with the colour of the bike? Everyone knows the colour of the bike. So that's what I call my good helmet anyway. But normally I would use this white one. If I'm just round town, if I'm going any distance, I'd probably obviously use the RI because it's better quality, obviously, RI. So, yeah, and the gloves here, I've got a couple of pairs of gloves. I can't remember which ones I prefer now. It's been that long since I was on the bike. So I've got that pair, but normally I just stuff these inside the helmet. So if I've got, so like when I was down at the garage, when the bike was down at the garage, they would just be stuffed in the helmet, you know what I mean, and sealed in a black bag sort of thing. And my jacket would be down there. The jacket that I use, I'll show you. Let's go back through here. I've no proper wardrobe or anything, but this is my jacket here. If I can get that off. It weighs a ton, by the way. So everything go all over the place here. So yeah, the jacket has all guard and what have you. It's got armour in the, you know what I mean, for the elbow. The back, it's got armour. The elbows. And the good thing about it, it's got the, is that coming out? Airflow system on it. So for this time of year, that's brilliant. I do have other jackets as well, but I don't know what I've done with them. Oh, here's another one that was underneath. I'll use that one really if I was going, you know, more just round town or whatever. Where's my bike jeans? I don't know what I've done with them. And then somewhere the back, oh, there's the bike jeans down there. I'm not showing them now. I'm not digging down there. Seen the fish tanks as well. I've got to get rid of them. There's trainers and shoes everywhere. Oh, Gary, they're the, if you're watching Gary, they're the squeaky trainers that I just wear in the morning. So yeah, I thought I'd bring you updated. That's what we're up to. So tomorrow, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the early morning walk, basically, and then down to the house and see if I can get anything done with the bike. Because like I say, what I actually did get done yesterday, though, with the bike is some of the fairings had dropped off and what have you. I know, even though it's been stood, fairings had not snapped but unhooked themselves. And you know what it's like with them fairings. They're a nightmare on them bikes, on the CBRs. It's a CBR 600 F2, mine. So I did get done yesterday. I've got the fairings back on. The throttle is still sticking. I tried to do the throttle, you know, the twist, the wrist twist, if you will, the accelerator, the throttle. That's still sticking. So I want to try and get that done tomorrow as well. So that's the plan anyway. Early morning walk for Old Blackpool Biker. Once again, people's been saying, can you not go somewhere else in the morning? No, it's just so people can see. I'm not going far from where I live at that time in the morning, to be honest with you. Because it's just a quick 10-minute walk. You can see what it's like in Blackpool. And I have said before, it's not for everybody. Those that want to watch it, please do so. Those that don't, you know, I'm not being funny, but it's not for everyone, them early morning walks. It's for those that like to see Blackpool, the sea, the beach, the weather, this, that and the other, and just an early morning hi, how are you, everybody? That's all it is, you know what I mean? So we do go other places. Like today we've been down in town and showing you the punks and what have you, and we'll do that again tomorrow, hopefully. So, right, I'm running out of breath now. So yeah, plan for tomorrow, early morning walk, down to see the bike for a couple of 3 hours, say hello to the Yellow Peril, tomorrow. Yeah, so that's the plan. Couple of 3 hours there, then go into town, see what's happening with the punks and that. So, oh, you've been all right with this little video. It's just an update. That's all it is of what's happening with helmets. Because I've said before, and people have commented, where's the other helmet then, biker? So that's the one I call the good one. And this is just a cheapy Alfred's one, to be honest. But and the thing is, this has one of them locks. If I can show you one-handed. See how they just click in. That just clips in. See how that's just a clip. And that just clips into it. Where am I? Where's the clip? See how long it's been since? Yeah, there. You see that just clips in, basically. But with the Arai, this is one of them that you have to thread through, you know, like the old toggles and what have you, and you thread through. So when I'm just in town or whatever, or I used to do, that's why I use the cheapy one, because it's just easier to fasten it, you know, if I'm making a few stops. Oh, that was another thing. Why Old Blackpool Biker? Well, it comes from my mate Steve, who's a biker, as a Fireblade. He kept saying to me, will you pass your test? Why don't you pass your test? So I did my CBT, and I was 50 odd by the time I'd passed my actual bike test, the quick access, what they call it, direct access, whatever it's called. Did the CBT, I had a 125 again. I used to have a Fizzy FS1E and then a 125 CB 125 Twin Super Dream when I was 17. Then you pass your car test, then life takes over, you know, with one thing and another. So it's Old Blackpool Biker because it's old, new again Blackpool Biker, but that was too much. So it's just Old Blackpool Biker. And don't forget, we started Old Blackpool Biker so people could see the sea and that sort of thing during lockdown. Right, I'm going to shut up. Hope everyone's well and staying safe. Most of all, hope you're staying safe. You know what it is. Have a cracking day.